Hey big boys, this is AVBincVega, and today we're playing Doki Doki Literature Club. I hope you big boys enjoys. Now roll the intro. You know what I'm gonna name this guy? That's right! Santa! Welcome back, Santa. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. Well, good to know, Santa Claus. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for such a long time. Well, that's mean. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase me like this, I almost feel better off running away. Dude, stop! However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again! But I got you this time! Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Can you quit talking to her like that, Santa Claus? You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Santa Claus. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Santa Claus, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true! You told me you would join a club this year! Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Santa, you really need to pay attention! Idiot. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, and when I'm perfectly content just getting on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Oh god, that's literally what this is! A game and anime. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. This is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. Oh, a NEET. Like a guy sitting around in his socks watching TV. Yeah, totally. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. School day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. And a boring day in high school. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. That's nothing to be proud of. You know that, right? You don't need to wait up for me if it's gonna make you late for your own club. Well, I thought you might need some... Whoops. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought you... Know what? Well, if you could join my club! Sayori! Yeah? There is no way I'm joining your club. Wow, Santa, that's mean. Meanie? That's what I'm saying. How could you, Santa Claus? Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club, since she was the first to show interest after the one who proposed the club. She inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please! Why do you care so much anyways? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday that I'd bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned it all out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs. A section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori is full of energy, swings open the classroom door. a new member is here! I told you, don't call me a new member. Eh? I glance around the room. Ah, welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you.
Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Oh, Santa! What a nice surprise! Welcome to the club!
All words escape me in this situation. This club. I am not saying that.
What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it!
Sorry. Natsuki.
Huh!
The girl with a sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. Actually, she looks more like a 12-year-old, but she's really 18. So, yeah. She is also one who made the cupcakes, according to Sayori.
Can you just ignore her when she gets moody?
Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls.
Anyways, this is Natsuki. Always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club.
Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Oh, well, it's nice to meet both of ya.
It sounds like you already know Monica, right? That's right! It's great to see you again, Santa Claus!
Monica smiles sweetly. Don't you dare do that pose again. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica! Santa, you're not suggesting what I think you're suggesting, are you?
Come sit down, Santa Claus! We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made the cupcakes. I'll get them. Sorry about that. I got too excited.
Then how about I make some tea as well?
The girls have a few desks arranged from the table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened, so there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner, to the room, where Natsuki grabs the wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki probably proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay, are you ready? Ta-da!
Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears.
So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki?
Well, you know. Just hurry and take one.
Sayori grabs the first, then Monica. I follow.
It's delicious!
Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet, full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
Why are you thanking me? It's not like I
Haven't I heard this somewhere before?
made them for you or anything.
Eh? I thought you technically did. Sayori said,
Well, maybe. But not for you, you know, dummy.
Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. You know, I could take you on a fight, you know, Natsuki. Who do you think would win in a fight? AVBincVega or Natsuki? Comment down below. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the teacup tray. Cupcake tray. I misread that. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom?
Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
I guess.
Don't let yourself be intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you.
That's not...
Insulted, Yuri looks away.
I meant that, you know...
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. Actually, to be honest, I love tea too. Tea is one of the really good drinks. Anyways, back to the game.
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and then smiles at me.
So, what made you consider the literature club?
I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so...
That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home.
As president of the literature club...
As the president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member of any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year?
Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy, make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica is really a great leader.
Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised that there aren't any more people in the club yet. Must be hard to start a new club.
You can put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah!
We'll do our best.
You know it.
Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member. Though, I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm.
So, Santa, what kinds of things do you like to read?
Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way to answer that. Manga? I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking. After seeing Yuri's sad smile. Poor Yuri. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in. But it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people.
But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination and completely throw you for a loop? Anyways, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something that I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. That's not nice, Santa.
Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you.
I guess you could say that. But a story makes me think, or takes me to another world. Then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world. If only a brief moment.
Ugh, I hate horror.
Oh, why is that?
Well, I just...
Natsuki's eyes dart over it to me for a split second.
Never mind.
That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. Looked like you were working on a poem called
Don't say it out loud. And give that back.
Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are.
Shiori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hand on her shoulder.
I'm not cute.
Natsuki, you write your own poems.
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No,
Natsuki averts her eyes.
you wouldn't like them.
Not a very confident writer yet.
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart.
Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your poems, you can set an example for and help Natsuki feel more comfortable enough to share her poems.
I guess it's the same for Yuri.
I wanted to see everyone's poems.
We all sit in silence for a moment.
Okay, I have an idea, everyone.
Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then the next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Santa Claus?
Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem.
What's that?
Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join the club. Shiori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four of them stare back at me with dejected eyes.
But
I'm sorry, I thought...
Santa.
Well, I'm not reading that. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to... Nope. Not reading the rest of that. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes all light up.
Yes, I'm so happy!
Shiori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey!
You really did scare me for a moment there.
If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super mad.
Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club.
Thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share.
Monica looks over at me once more.
Santa, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
Yeah. I could really impress the class star Monica with my... can I really impress a class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food.
Hey, Santa! Since we are already here, do you want to walk home together?
That's right! Shiori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, I might as well.
Yay!
With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Shiori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day at school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to... No! Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances. I'm sure good fortune will find me. I guess it starts with writing a poem tonight. You know what? So that purple doesn't get mad at me, I'm just gonna go crazy and random. There! How's that for a crazy and random poem?
Hi again, Santa. Glad to see you. Didn't run away on us.
Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club, and I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Santa. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Oh, come on! Like he deserves any slack! Shiori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Natsuki would certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room.
Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga.
Manga is literature.
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back to her seat.
Don't worry, guys. Santa Claus always gives his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room.
How dependable.
Sayori, that's because your room is so messy and distracting. Santa, no! You almost set your house on fire once.
Is that so? I mean, is that so?
You two really are good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous.
How come? You and Santa can become good friends too.
Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into.
Oh! Yuri! Even brought you something today, you know?
Wait, Sayori!
Me?
Not really.
Don't be shy.
It's really nothing.
What is it?
Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do?
I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking.
I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture...
Oh, is that so?
Yeah. I won't make a big deal of it if you don't want it to be.
Alright. Well, here.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
I don't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy.
No, thank you.
It's a short read, but it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted to. This is... How is she accidentally being cute? When she picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not even reading much. Heck, in real life I don't even read books. Boo! Books are boring! Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. Yeah, definitely. I swear to God, if you give me that book, Santa Claus, you're dead. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew! Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. Alright, we're gonna wrap it up for today's episode. And don't forget, girls can be big boys too. And see you, big boys, laters.